guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, hello, I'm Keaton. I want to apologize in advance about the noise and the drill and everything that's going on outside my apartment right now. There was no other time for me to film, so I am talking over the drill quite loud, so I hope you guys can't hear it as much as I can, but I just wanted to recreate this really fun look. I was scrolling through Pinterest, found this makeup look of Rosie, and I just thought it was so beautiful and I really wanted to recreate it. So I hope you guys liked it. I think it turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. So if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, just keep watching. Okay, so starting off, about an hour ago, I actually put the Glossier Future Dew on. It's an oil serum hybrid. It says to use it as the last step in your skin routine. So it just feels very like glowy, moisturizer-esque, and it has like stayed more, I guess, tacky, I would say, on the skin. Alright, so here is the look that I am recreating, and I found this on Pinterest. I was just listening to Ashley Graham's podcast with Rosie, and I was like, wow, I really forgot how much I love the way she does her makeup. She just has just really beautiful complexion, and so I was like, I kind of want to recreate that. So I started off obviously with the Future Dew, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, so I'm just going to be going in with a little bit of this because the Future Dew, like I said, is still a little tacky on my skin, but this is just cooling. Like, this feels nice. I have so many layers of stuff under this. Wow. By no means do I think that I look like Rosie in any way whatsoever, especially with this red hair. Like, I absolutely look nothing like her, but it is just solely makeup focused. And I wanted to see if I could actually recreate this because I'm not the best with makeup, as most of you guys know. So I was like, I wonder if I can really do this. So I also have so many different products I'm so excited to be testing out today. Some I've never used before, so it just makes me really happy. Okay, but next we're going to go in with this Glossier concealer. This is the Stretch Concealer in G8. This is a super just easy buildable concealer. I apply this just with my fingers, and I like to just apply it in places that I feel need more coverage before the foundation goes on, because I feel like if I don't conceal before my foundation, I end up using a lot more foundation than I really need to, and then it gets cakier. But if you do coverage underneath your foundation first, it really helps have a more sheer look with your foundation than packing it on. I'm actually going to take my hoops out because I feel like I always get makeup on them when I do my makeup with them in, and I don't want them to be full of makeup. I'm also going to do this over my eyelid because I have such veiny eyelids. It's not a cute look. I brought you guys in a little bit closer because I feel like I always film makeup tutorials so far away, and you guys can't really tell what's going, even though I'm not a freaking Jeffree Star out here, but I just feel like it's better close up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation. I was gonna use one of my newer foundations that I just got. It is the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, Flawless Foundation, I believe, and I've been using it a lot, but it's way more matte, and she has a very dewy, natural look to her skin, so I was like, I think I need to go in with this. So this is the Forever Skin Glow by Dior. This is the shade 3C. I do think this might be just a tad bit darker, but I know it will blend pretty well. So I'm going in with my beauty blender. You guys haven't seen me do this in a long time. I just actually self-tanned my skin, and if you guys can tell, I need to show you guys before I do full foundation, but you guys can see I have a bit of a contour here. I actually did this thing because I saw on TikTok a girl use her self-tanner with a makeup brush, and she contoured her face naturally. She did it really harsh, so you do a really deep contour on your cheeks. I did it on my cheeks, I did it on my forehead, where I would naturally contour with makeup. And then you leave it overnight, and when you wash it off in the morning, it has a more natural look to it. So I did that, and I really love it. I never apply self tanner on my face because for some reason it just always looks really bad on me, so I always steer away from doing that. But now I'm my skin looks so good with no makeup on because it's a natural contour, so it looks like you have makeup on all the time, but it's just your tan. I also always have a problem with applying self tanner on my face and then it's sticking to like my mustache and it really makes me look so ugly. So now that I have this with the self tanner, I can just do my cheekbones and my forehead and it like looks good. Sorry if I'm looking down a bit, it's because I have a mirror right here. It's gonna really help me out. I promise my hands are a little lighter than my face, but my face is matching perfectly right now. This is the first time I've used a beauty blender in over a year, like to actually apply my foundation. I don't even blend out concealer with the beauty blender. This feels bizarre, but I low-key miss this feeling. Like this is so oddly satisfying right now. What I love about her makeup is she doesn't have a very highlighted under eye, which I also don't really highlight my under eye. That's just my preference. I think it looks a little bit less natural when I highlight like underneath my under eye. So right now I'm going in with this Pat McGrath powder, and I'm just going in with this flat brush, and I am just gonna set my under eyes because obviously, like I said, I'm not gonna be highlighting it. I don't really bake under here. I don't put like lighter concealer under there. It's just not my thing. I also have grad pics today, which I am just feeling so strange about because it's like weird to be having grad pics just, I mean, I'm just taking the pictures for memories, but like normally I would take grad pics to like send out invites to my grad party, which we had planned, and it was like gonna be so cute, and like now we're not doing that because I don't have a graduation. So by the way, this powder is in light medium 2 if you guys are interested. I love this powder. It just feels so thin but like sets everything so nice. Wow. All right, my lips are looking real crusty, dusty. I'm taking this Milk Makeup chapstick and I'm just gonna keep this on so that my lips don't dry up and crackle off my face, because Rosie's lips do not look crusty, let me tell you. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a new product I've been dying to try. This is the Chanel bronzer, the Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream in Tan Bronze Universal. So this is, I think, just a bronzer that Chanel sells that is a universal shade. I've never used it. Look at the mousse texture on this. Like, this thing is beautiful. And so I read so many reviews on this. It was recommended by me so many times, and then I would like go and look at these Instagram people's makeup tutorials and they would all be using this bronzer, and I was like, that's it, I'm just gonna buy it and try it out and see what the hype is worth. And then after I posted me buying it, I got so many messages from people being like, I've used this for 6 years, it's the best bronzer. So I've seen most people apply it. I saw some people apply it with a brush, but most I see with a beauty blender. So I'm just gonna dab around, I don't know how much because I don't know like what the amount that comes off is, but we're gonna contour. Okay, so I definitely didn't get enough. That didn't do anything. I'm just too scared to apply a lot. Okay, so we're gonna just, come on, let's do the chin. All right, you can see the contour happening there. I think this bronzer is really good because this like sinks into your skin, so it doesn't look powdery and it doesn't blend out like a stick. Like, it just looks natural, bronzy glow. Like, this looks so nice. This is also a huge thing of it, so I feel like this will last me so long. I think that you could even wear this on like a more natural day when you're not even doing like foundation or like a full glam look. Like, you could really still put this in your cheekbones. For this look, I can tell that she uses a lot of cream products and not a lot of powders. I feel like she's the type of girl to like throw on a little tinted moisturizer and like an eyebrow shade and be good to go because she's like just that beautiful. But listen, we're not all like that. Like, I cannot deal with people who just put a tinted bronzer on their face. Some days I'm in that mood, but like if I'm going out somewhere to get like pretty, no. I also want to contour my nose because that is what I like to do on a daily basis. So I'm going to attempt to contour with the Chanel bronzer. So I'm going with like a smaller brush. I almost just tapped it off for excess. Okay, it's a cream bronzer, Keaton. Let's see, because she has a tiny cute nose. So let's see if I can make my nose tiny and cute. I mean, I don't have like a huge nose, but hers is so dough-like. Okay, back to like college and stuff. A lot of people have been asking me how I feel as a senior, not getting like all of the things that other people are getting. Like, I don't get to graduate, or like missing out on all these different things. One thing I do want to say is I actually really feel for my seniors in high school and stuff who are missing their prom and all that kind of stuff, because honestly, like, I would have been way more distraught about high school stuff than I really am about college stuff. Not that I don't appreciate college, but I think that it's just felt so wrong. Also, I'm putting the bronzer in my eyelid. I don't know why. I want it there. Okay. But I feel like it's been so long of college, and I'm just like not so upset about it for some reason. Obviously, I am really wishing that we had the opportunity to walk. I do have the opportunity actually to walk in my graduation, but not until December. And obviously I don't really want to do that, so I don't really have the option to walk. But I just feel like I've been so ready to graduate college that I'm not that worried about the whole walking thing, only because I just feel like part of me doesn't care that I don't get to walk, and part of me is like, that's something I'm gonna look back in a few years and really wish I did. Also, I'm setting the face again because, as you guys can see, it's like looking super glowy, but I don't want to be greasy. I want to be glowy and dewy, but not like in your face an oil ball. So I'm setting it a little bit over the bronzer. Okay, moving on. I don't know, I feel bad because I know that most people are really upset about graduating and stuff. But I'm genuinely not that upset about it. I'm more upset about like the celebration aspect of it, because I didn't care so much about walking in graduation. I cared more about having like my own graduation party with my friends and family. The walking wasn't as important to me. Like, I'm more sad about the party than I am about the actual physical walking, because I don't know, I just would rather celebrate with my friends and family, but that's just how I personally feel. Okay, next up I'm going in with this Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint. This is in Work. I'm taking this little brush. I meant to say brush, but I said blush and brush at the same time, and it felt weird. Okay, so I'm going over. You guys can see I've just got a little, she's not a huge blush girl. I can see most of her photos, she's very like neutral. So I'm not going to go in heavy. I'm just going to go in light. Again, trying to stick to more of the cream products like this, because I can tell that she's not huge on the powder. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Brow Wiz. We have completely different eyebrow shapes, and so I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to shape mine like hers. I'm going to attempt the best that I can. I want to know, what is one place you really, really want to travel when all of this quarantine and all of this stuff is over? Where is somewhere that you're like, I can't wait to go there? When I get to go there, I'm gonna be so excited, because I definitely have a few places that I am dying to go, and I really wanted to have a senior trip with my mom. Like, we really wanted to go somewhere in Europe and do a senior trip, because I feel like that's something that like a lot of people do when they graduate. They like do like a Europe trip, but obviously that's really not in the books anytime soon. Like, not even when all this is over, I don't think like we'll feel safe enough to go. So I definitely think that when everything kind of starts to clear up, one place I really want to go is London. I've never been to London. The only places I've ever been are Rome. I've been to Santorini and Mykonos, but I only went to both of those places in Greece for less than 24 hours. Like, I didn't even stay the night there because it was a cruise. So really didn't get to do that, and I wish that I was able to go back and stay in Greece longer, because I feel like there's so much to do, and like we literally didn't do anything but go in gift shops. So I feel like when all this is over, I'll want to go back to Greece, and I definitely want to go to London. I'm trying to make my brows bushy like hers. Hers are going straight up, so I'm drawing, as you guys can see, these lines in the front of my brow, going straight up, so it creates more of like a fluffy shape because hers are looking super fluffy. And then I'm going to go in with this Milk makeup. This is the Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This is in Haze, so it's like a dark brown. And I'm going to just go in with this, and I'm going to fluff them, but I'm going to fluff them straight up as how I would normally do it. Like normally I would shape my brow like that. Wow, my brows look really bushy. I don't know if that's good or not, but kind of into it. Okay, now we're gonna go in with eyeshadow. Her eyeshadow look is what I really wanted to recreate because I feel like she always goes for a very like sultry but also like glam eyeshadow look. It's very, I don't know, I just love the tones in it. So I bought this Dior eyeshadow. This is the Dior Backstage Eye Palette, and it just has these very neutral but cool tones in here, and I think that it's a lot of the shades that she has. And I really wanted to find an eyeshadow palette that was like neutral, that I could travel with and small. I'm looking at the photo here and I'm thinking about which shade I want to start with, and I think I'm gonna go in with this bottom one right here. That one is called Matte Ochre. Ochre, I don't know. I'm gonna go in with this, tap off the excess. Let's get frisky. Ooh, okay, so this eyeshadow is really pigmented. I barely had any, and you can already see how, wow, that is nice. I don't know why I wasn't expecting, I don't know why I always think that like designer makeup wouldn't be as good, which doesn't make sense because it's obviously expensive for a reason. So like obviously it's gonna be good, but in my head I was like not expecting this to be as good as it is. So all day for like the past few days, like literally almost 24 hours a day, it starts super early and there's like drilling and a lot of construction. But Brandon had the brilliant idea, and he was like, why don't you wait until they're on their lunch break and they go away to do your video, because I really wanted to film this and I've been wanting to film it, but it's been so loud. And I'm like, wow, you're the smartest person ever. The point of telling you about construction is that they're back from their lunch break, so if it starts to get weird and noisy, that's why. Okay, so anyway, I just went in with that one matte shade in the crease, and then it starts to get a little bit darker and like a little bit more brown, so I'm gonna go in, I think, with this bottom right shade right here. That one is called Charcoal. By the way, I blended that with a Sigma tapered blending brush in E40, and then I'm going in with this random brush from the brand Carity. It's like this little pointy crease brush, so I'm gonna go in with this. I already really love this. I love doing little makeup tutorials for you guys like this because I am obviously not a freaking Jaclyn Hill or makeup artist, whatever, but I can do simple makeup like this, and so if I can do it, you can do it, and you can make it look just as good, I promise. I cannot wait to get my freaking brows done after this whole thing is over because they're looking so bushy. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but it's not what I would like prefer in my life. Okay, by the way, I'm bringing that darker shade like more into the inner corner now, and I'm building it up. That is the drilling that is occurring now. All right, popping in to do a voiceover because it just got too loud for you guys to be able to hear what I was saying. So I'm taking this middle shimmery shade and I'm just gonna place it in the center of the lid because the center of her lid did look a little bit lighter, even though it was a little smoky. I just wanted to give a little bit more dimension, so I'm adding this into the center. Then I'm going back in with that charcoal shade and I'm bringing it way into the inner corner. Her eyes just have a lot more dimension, and I feel like mine just weren't getting as smoky as I would like, so I decided to bring that charcoal shade way into the inner corner to kind of bring it up a little bit more. Now for the lower lash line, I am just going to kind of smoke out the lower lash line with the same two shades that I used in the crease, which is Charcoal and the other Warm shade. This just helps it, again, look a little bit smokier and a little bit more like sultry, kind of like how she does her eyes. But again, I didn't go overboard because, like I said, I had graduation pictures, and so I didn't want to do anything super crazy. Same with the eyeliner. I decided to go in with Urban Decay Demolition, which is just a dark brown eyeliner, and smudge it out. Although hers was a black eyeliner, you can tell. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want my eyes to be overly dark for my pictures. But again, it is inspired. I'm not copying it exactly, so I felt like this color fit my eyes a little bit better. Lastly, I'm going in with this mascara from Milk Makeup. She doesn't seem to be wearing falsies in a lot of the photos. She just had her natural lashes. So I didn't apply any falsies. I just went in with this mascara. It's newer to me and I've really been loving it. But again, super simple. I didn't want to do an overly dark or huge lash, so this mascara fit perfect. Now I'm going to go in with highlight. So I'm going to take this Milk Makeup highlighter. This is in the shade Lit. And this is my favorite highlighting shade. I'm just going to go right on the cheekbones with it. A little bit here because I'm going to mix another highlighter. The tip of her nose is so highlighted and like dewy. Everything about her. We are going to do her lips. Her lips are obviously a completely different shape and much bigger than mine. And so I'm going to try and create an illusion that my lips are similar to hers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Spice by MAC. So I'm using Spice, like I said, and I wanted to mimic her lips, which is why I'm shaping mine so weird. But she has a way more pouty lip than mine, and hers also tend to go like more downwards, while my lips tend to go a little bit more upwards at the corners. So you can see I try to cut off where my lips go up and try and make them go down. So this just kind of creates more of a contour just to get her lip shape. I also did the same for the bottom, so I overlined underneath my actual lip, and then I tried to make it a little bit smaller at the corners and not as wide because hers did look poutier. I didn't get it exact, but I did want to kind of mimic the way her lips looked. I actually don't think that that's bad. I feel like they're kind of, how does she do her lip? Okay, now I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal lip liner. This is in the shade 112. This is my favorite. It is a lighter shade, so that's where I'm going to make kind of like the contrasted look. Okay, and now to top it off, I'm going in with my Kylie gloss. This is the, what is this called? You Are the Sun, and this is going to just make my lips look a lot poutier. So I'm going to take this Future Dew, mix it up, and I'm going to put this on my collarbones because in the picture that I am recreating, she has like very glowy collarbones, and I want to look like that. I also textured my hair up just a little bit. It looks like I'm wearing a wig because it's like short, but I really just stuck all my extensions behind my head. This is what my short red hair looks like though, guys. But this is the final makeup look though. I hope you guys liked this. If you guys did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. You guys can hit the red button down below. If you guys watch my videos ever so often, I would absolutely love to keep you guys around. I thought it would be a really fun video to recreate this look, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, everything will be linked down below, and you guys can check out my Instagram and Twitter and follow me over there because I keep up to date with you guys a lot. I also, last announcement, have a podcast, and I just uploaded a new episode. So if you guys are interested in listening to my podcast, I upload episodes every so often, just whenever I feel like it, and so I hope you guys enjoy that. Everything is linked down below, including the makeup. So I hope you guys liked this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.